Thursday, babes. Welcome to Real Talk with Sam and Billie. Today we're going to do a small introduction about ourselves, and then we're also going to answer some questions that we got off of our social media.
Yeah, I am Billie from Sam and Billie. I'm a mom of 3. I have an 8-year-old boy, a 5-year-old girl, and a 1-year-old girl. This last year I've become a single mom of 3, gone through a divorce. Now I'm just trying to figure out my new path and see what happens, I guess.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's busy.
Yeah, you're busy. I'm Sam from Sam and Billie. I'm a mom of 2 boys. They're older and in school. I got married this last July. I do own a dance company in YYC. It's Heels based. And I'm currently 29 weeks pregnant with a surrogate baby. Stay tuned for that. We're planning on doing a full episode on surrogacy and
birth, pregnancy, all of the details and stories, and
yeah. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
My bestie and your bestie sit down by the fire. Your bestie says she want parties, so can we make these flames go higher? Talking about hey now, hey now, hey now, hey now. I go ane. Chucking more fina anane. Chucking more fina ane.
So we got our questions here. These came off of our social media. Before we started the show, essentially, we posted on both of our social medias and said, like, hey, what do you want to know about us? What do you want to know about life? Like, what can we help you with? Do we inspire you? Those kind of questions. So we have 10 down here that both of us can answer.
Yeah.
So we're just going to answer them. We haven't thought about the answers, so, like, good luck to us. Okay. Question 1, how are you strong enough to leave your husband?
Oh.
I want to leave, but I'm scared. Ooh, shit.
Yeah, going right in, diving in.
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You can go first on this.
That's a lot, okay. So I left my husband way back in the day. I'm now remarried, obviously, as per my introduction, but I separated with my husband, my last husband, 5 years ago. I left him, okay, so straight up, my mom told me that, like, she was like, get your ducks in a row if you want to leave. Like, don't just leave.
Yeah, have a plan.
Yeah, have a plan. Like, don't just do it. It was like 10 in the morning. And then at like 2, I was like, I'm done. And I called her and I was like, Billie, I'm sleeping on your couch. And I literally slept on her couch for like a week or 2, literally, because I didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah.
My mom's like, this is why you get your shit together before you do it. And I didn't. But there was a few things leading up. I think I waited to the last possible second.
Yeah, I think you hit your end. Like, you tried.
100%. I was like, the last 2 years were like not a thing, and like I think I just got to the point where like I just knew that it wasn't gonna work, and I knew I wouldn't regret my decision, and that was a huge one too.
Yeah, that's hard, especially with kids. With having kids, you need to make sure you know what you're doing.
100%. Yeah.
Make sure you've tried all the things so you don't feel guilty later. It's hard.
100%, and that's exactly what I did, and that's how I knew personally that like I was like, I'm not gonna regret this decision, and honestly, to this day, I never have.
Yeah, Chris and I have split and got back together a couple times, so I know this split. I got a lot of, are you sure, or is it for real this time? But it is for sure. It's done. It just same kind of thing. It got to the end where we argued a lot. Every little thing bugged both of us about each other, and just. Not necessarily being strong enough to leave your husband. I kind of made a plan before leaving, I guess.
She was sweating for sure.
We had a couple months leading up before we like split, and we kind of both talked about what we're gonna do. We were both, I guess, on the same page we were just both done, and we tried, but some things are for the best.
Totally. Yeah. And that worked though, because you had the pandemic like start right as you're like it was ending.
Yeah.
Which kind of, I don't know if that would have been helpful or not, but because he was away for work.
He was stuck in Texas for a good 3 or 4 months, so that kind of made it easier because he was just gone.
Because then you didn't have to like fight about it, or if you did, it wasn't like in front of the kids, or like, I feel like that could, I don't know if that actually
Fighting
helps,
in front of kids is a no-no. Healthy fighting is okay, but what we were doing wasn't.
It gets hard. Dude,
Yeah.
divorce is like not a thing. It's it's shitty. I mean, I think the moral of the story is that like being strong enough to do it is a good thing if you're really unhappy, but you also need to make sure that like your environment, you have to like take into consideration a bunch of things like your environment and like all of everything, I think.
Yeah.
So
The kids, where you're gonna live, how you're gonna get a paycheck, how you're gonna eat. All of the things need to be considered before you just do it.
totally, and have your ducks in a row. Don't pull a me, or else you'll be sleeping on your couch.
Yeah. I do have an extra couch.
Oh, that's so funny.
Do you think we answered that? That's good?
I think that's good,
Okay.
right?
If you have more questions
You
about
can
that,
do
you can
it if
reach
you
out.
want to. You can do it. We believe in you. We've both been through it. Reach out to us if you need support.
Yeah, if you need support, for sure. There's lots of, I'm definitely open with questions and answers and helping people be happy.
Totally. Mine's not as recent, but I'll help in any way I can. So if you're feeling like you can do it, but like you need a little push, like reach out. We'll help you.
We need help push. We'll push you.
We got your back.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Number 2 was, how do you mom so hard?
What does it mean?
What do we know?
How do you mom so hard? Okay, well, you're the best mom, so like I feel like you should go first on
I
this
feel
one.
like I don't, but I just kind of try every day to wake up in a good attitude. It's normally gone by 9 a.m., but try and just make lots of activities. I like to plan things. I'm big on structure and routine.
Oh, you do the best stuff. I'm the worst. She does the best stuff, honestly. Like you're so creative and like, yeah, you do all the good things.
It would be nice if the kids appreciated all the hard work. That would be different.
They will one day when they realize how hard it is. Until then, all of us moms will appreciate her.
Thank
for
you.
it.
Thank you. Yeah.
I don't know if I mom hard. I mean, I try, but like because I'm separated. I only have my kids 3 days a week, 3.5 days a week. Like we split it the week evenly. I don't know. I just try. Okay, this sounds so stupid, but like you know those things on Facebook that like pop up. Your mom shares a lot of them. But I read the shit out of all of them, and I'm like, I should do this. This would make me better. And like, I always find like I pay attention to those, and then try and like put it into my own life.
Yeah.
Because like before, I used to be a pretty bad mom. I wouldn't say a bad mom, but I was like more of a. I was young. I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was like, I was a strict mom because I knew I didn't want to be a really lenient mom, but I think it's probably too strict. And like, I think over the last few years, like I've learned how to like mom better.
Fair.
Yeah,
But
but you're like,
I've seen you grow a lot this last couple of years
you're
for
the
sure.
best mom though. Like my kids, I'm like, you can color, and you're like, let's make a sensory bin, and I'm like, what does that mean?
We have days.
Yeah.
We have days. We have good and bad days.
I think we both mom pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Our kids are good kids.
I think so.
Yeah. We both have good kids. They get along good.
They do. They play a lot really well. Well, yeah. I mean, they're young, so like, it's interesting. Most days it's great. Okay, moving on. Let's do question 3. Can we date when COVID is over? I'm married.
Let's just say no.
Oh.
No. We can't date.
Awkward. Whoa. Question 4.
How do you gain your confidence? That's for you.
Why are you asking me?
Because I'm an awkward person.
You're awkward, but you're super confident too. Okay, so I went through some shit in the day. I won't go too into that because like that could be a whole episode on its own, honestly.
We could do a dating episode.
We could do a dating for sure. But I went through like a really, really rough time and like I needed like expensive therapy. Oh, poor Billie. She got like a lot of calls back in the day. But I worked on myself a lot and like what I've come to know is that what I want in my life is what's going to make me confident. So like there's people like I've worked in automotive my whole life. So for example, a guy would come in and be like, you're so pretty without makeup. Why are you wearing so much makeup? And it's like, because I'm not wearing makeup for you because I think I look cute with makeup. And that's kind of where my confidence comes from because I like to
Feel good.
yeah, I like to feel good. And whatever makes me feel good
Yeah.
is what I care about. Like I don't care about anybody else and how they feel or what they think is best or anything like that. Like if I like wearing my clothes, I wear my clothes. If I like doing my makeup, I do my makeup. And I make sure that if those things make me feel good, I try and stay on top of it.
Yeah, I find the same thing with days that I don't get ready and I
Yeah.
just wear my pajamas to drop the kids off at school with my hair in a bun. I don't have the best day, and days I take time to give myself an extra 10 minutes to do my hair and put on some mascara, I just feel better.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really about like, and it's, I know that's your physical appearance, but like for some reason when your physical appearance, you feel good about yourself,
Yeah.
it's very easy to translate that internally. So whatever that makes you look good. I mean like, and if you feel good in like a mom bun and no makeup and that's your best, then like do that,
Yeah.
right? As long as you're feeling good about yourself. Cause like it's going to go in and we could do we could do another episode just strictly on confidence and like really dig deep, because like I have a lot of things that I could go into.
Just need to love yourself, because
Yeah.
you are perfect.
100%. Do
Yeah.
what you want to do. You are a badass. It doesn't matter if you have fat on your body. It doesn't matter if you have crooked teeth or if you're perfect or if you're a model. Like, honestly, none of that really matters. Like, you are worth something, and you will always be worth something to a whole ton of people that you may or may not realize that you are, right? So
That's actually on my darkest days. I've had a couple of just Instagram moms tell me that they look up to me, and that has helped me a lot with just trying to be better and do better and feel better.
totally. Like, put yourself out there too, right? Like, if you're inspired by someone, let them know, because
Yeah.
the thing is, like, you could be making their day, and you could be giving them the courage to make your day one day. Or yeah, we'll go into this. We'll come back in a different episode, because like we could get really deep. I'll cry. It's a lot.
This is your question.
Okay. What made you want to be a surrogate? This is also, yeah, you're right. That's my question. Okay. I've always wanted to be a surrogate. Like, for a while. I don't know if you remember, but I talked about it like a long time ago. But like, it's always been a stigma around plus size women and all these things, and that's another episode, because I could talk about that for days. But like, the reality of it is I was at school with my kid one day, and there's another mom there with a kid in the exact same class, and we were chatting, and she was like, oh yeah, I'm pregnant, I'm due in February or something like that. And then my response to her was, oh my god, congratulations. And she was like, oh, it's fine, it's not mine. And I was like, what? And like, that's my favorite thing to say to
I was
people
gonna say
now.
your favorite line now to use.
It's so funny. Oh, I think
Thank
I'm
you,
great.
not my baby.
Right? It's not my baby. People give you like a real weird look. Like, I probably would have done. But at the time I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, oh, I'm a surrogate. Like, the dads are in France. And like, she was super open with it. And I was like, oh, I wanted to do that. And like, I started talking to her about it, and like, she brought it up, and the agency she was with is really accepting of plus size people, and so you just need to know the right things to do it. Anyway, in Canada, they are now allowing plus size people as long as you pass your screening. So they're not caring so much about that BMI number; they're caring about the results of your test.
Yeah, the health.
Yeah. So I've always been like a plus size person. I've always been fat. I've never been ashamed to be fat, but it's reality. It is what it is. But I've also danced my whole life, and like a whole bunch of things to like kind of keep me in that healthy range, even though some people don't view my body as healthy.
She's very active, very fit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a little
she
conceited, but-
busts my ass some days, that's for sure.
I try. But no, it's true. Like, and so now doctors are starting to really pay attention to like, okay,
Realize that.
you can be bigger and not be super unhealthy, and that stigma, I guess, around it. So anyway, I went for screening, and the doctor approved me. The clinic looked into everything that I needed to, what clinic I could work with, and then I matched from there.
And it was really fast.
Really fast.
Yeah.
We went to Disneyland last year in February, like right around this time. Yeah. I was like, I want to be a surrogate. And then I matched, and she was like, whoa. And then we got back, and I was supposed to wait till my wedding in October, but then my wedding never happened in October, so then I got pregnant in August, and now I'm about to birth their child in like 10 weeks, and like, it's a lot.
Pretty excited.
Yeah, it's really exciting. We'll go into like a more thing detailed on that one, but yeah, that's crazy. Oh, I feel like nostalgic. Like I said.
Moving on. Number 6. How do you guys know each other? Well,
Boundless, hey?
yeah, Boundless Dance Studio.
Yeah.
We danced together. I think I was 12 or 13. Sam was a cool kid, and she was kind of like the big sister I've always wanted, and I adopted her from there.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you.
Love you too, don't make me cry.
We can't talk about this. Yeah, we danced together in modern dance class.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. Our one outfits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a lot.
She helped me through a lot of stuff in high school, and I was...
Yeah, we started dancing together at Boundless. I was older, obviously, like I'm 3 years older, so that was my final year of dance that we danced together.
Yeah.
And then I left Boundless, but we ended up going to the same high school.
Yeah.
And I was really close to the high school teacher there, and I still am to this day. But anyway, I came in as like a guest instructor, and that was her grade 10 year.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, and then the next year I had my baby, and she was still there, and she like held my baby. She was like the first one to hold my baby, and like,
Baby tiny.
I know.
Tiny baby. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then it kind of all just happened from there. Like there's a few times that we didn't talk for 5 or 6 months, but like we've always been that friendship that could like, we could either see each other every day or like not talk, but it was always normal and natural and like.
Yeah, just like nothing ever, like
Yeah.
there wasn't a big gap of time. It's
Totally.
always been, yeah.
Yeah.
We understand each other gets busy and that's life.
Totally, life happens, but it's, yeah, it's crazy now. We're like, what, 16 years or some shit now.
Yeah.
I'm so old.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do
You're so
it.
We're all getting old.
She's like, yeah, you are. It's like,
Time for eye
thanks.
cream.
I do use eye cream. Kylie Skin as a shout out. Okay, let's move to the next one. Did you guys always know you wanted to be a mom?
For me, that's an easy one. That's a yes. I think I was like 10 and I was already babysitting all the neighbors' kids. And right after high school, I took a year off to work in a day home actually. And that's when I got pregnant. But that's always kind of just been when I want to grow up, I've wanted to be a mom forever and living my best life. Yeah.
I don't know. This might be a bit controversial. I think I don't know. It's hard to say because I'm a mom, obviously, and I can't picture my life any different. But at the same time, I kind of do.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know. It's hard. Because I don't see my kids all the time.
Yeah. You get a double life.
Totally. So, like, at first, like, the first 2 years of my separation, like, I felt like the worst human being for, like, doing my own thing on the days I didn't have them. Because I just felt like I shouldn't.
Mom guilt.
Yeah, totally. But now it's been so long where like I literally like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are like my kids and I'm momming hard and I'm like doing homework and agendas and hockey run and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But then like I'm not half the time. And I feel like now that I have like that double life, I feel like I probably could have lived life either way.
Yeah.
It sounds kind of bad. I mean, it's true. We said we were going to be honest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't regret them at all. But it's just because I have that split experience so much that I feel like I see it in a different light.
You
Just-
see both worlds, both lives.
Totally,
Yeah.
right? Where if I didn't see both lives, obviously I'd be like, yeah, that was my thing from day one. But now it's like, I see what it could be like with kids and the joy they bring you, but I also see life.
You have life without them as well.
Yeah, and I can see, and I know, well, sometimes I know, because the finances still suck. No matter what. But like, I can understand why people wouldn't want kids.
Oh yeah, kids are expensive.
Yeah, they're expensive and
So
it's hard and like you don't vacation and it's a whole thing,
You don't
right?
sleep for years.
Yeah, 100%. So it's like I get it. I get both sides.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm never gonna regret my kids, but
Yeah.
that's a tricky one.
Next one.
Yep.
Are you homeschooling?
This is a very controversial topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go too much into it personally. I did want to homeschool.
Both of our kids are back in school.
Yeah, they're back in school. We both have the same opinion on a lot of things. But the pandemic hasn't brought out the nicest of people. So we're choosing to keep.
We're not going to go into pandemic talk because we don't want to deal with all the different opinions on it. But as far as homeschooling goes, like last March or whatever it was when we had to start homeschooling, for me it was hard with homeschooling Jackson and having a baby and a preschooler and doing different things at different times or trying to make everyone happy. So for me, I wanted to homeschool, but it was just not in the cards right now. So this was easier for us. And I also didn't want to lose a spot at a good school.
Valid.
Yeah.
Valid. See, mine, I wanted to homeschool, I think. And then my ex wasn't really happy on it.
Mine either.
Yeah. He was like, no, you're not doing that. Or he was like, well, the kids are going to school on my days kind of thing. And it was kind of like messy like that. But realistically, if I'm looking at it, the only reason why I didn't want to homeschool, or why I did want to homeschool, was probably because I was more worried about the schools getting locked down again and then having to be stuck into it instead of just getting used to the normalcy of it.
Yeah.
Realistically, would I homeschool, thinking about it now that the schools didn't get shut down, like I would hate my life.
I would have done it.
Yeah.
I would have. Even that week we had after school, 1 week of homeschooling, I enjoyed having my babies here.
See, she's a good mom. I'm over here like, go to school.
I just miss them.
Okay, next. Final 2 questions, guys. Okay. Do you want more kids? No. I'm going to go right into it. Negative. I'll birth other people's kids. but I don't want my own kids. No, I'm over it. It's a lot. Yeah.
I would have a billion babies, but I have no husband, so that's a no. Yeah.
So much truth, hey?
Oh yeah. I love babies. I love kids. I like being pregnant. I like the whole experience. But not right now. So
So
no.
you're so much nicer than that. Yeah, I'm like, fuck no. Straight up, bleep me out right there. Like, no.
But no.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll deal with my kids now and like take them on like fun stuff, but to start over again,
Yeah.
like I admire you so much for doing that because like honest to God, like it's a lot.
Although I said like this third baby won't like change anything. Although the pandemic has changed everything, but it's hard. 3 adjusting to 2 to 3. Also doing it while being single was an adjustment for sure. So I don't know entirely if I would do it again.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you're single because you're like,
Yeah, there's nothing.
what could
So
happen?
no,
Yeah,
we're done.
100%. Right? Okay.
Last one. What was your worst date or dating experience?
I got a lot of these.
Yeah, we
might need like a show just for this, but I could probably dabble into like. Do you have any?
This we have to be careful with.
Who's watching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a couple bad dates, a couple bad dating experiences.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, there's this one guy, straight up. This is like the worst experience of my whole life. So it wasn't a date per se, but it was like a dating experience. It was like a month or something.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Seeing each other.
Nothing crazy. This dude was like, yeah, I work on the rigs. I'm out of town. Blah blah blah. At the time you guys were married, I saw that like kind of lifestyle of like I was like, oh, I don't hate it, right? Like he's gone, but like I know when he's back, those kind of things. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, let's go for a date, and we went to Radium. We had a really fun time. He like paid a shitload of money to do a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I was like, who is this dude, right? Like, this is kind of cool. Yeah, so he also had a kid, which I was fine with, but he told me, like, his baby mama, like, died
yeah.
during birth. Yeah. She didn't, and, like, I had to meet her for coffee, and, like...
Were they still together?
They were together, yeah. And the weekend that we took away that he, like, spent a whole bunch of money on, he, like... legitimately left her at home with a baby with no car, and she was like, yeah.
I remember him.
Right?
He promised to buy her this house. Like, it was a lot of
yeah,
craziness.
totally. And then I started being like, hey, this just something seems wrong. Like, I feel like I'm not going with my gut. And Billy's like, yeah, like this something's like was up and those kind of things. And my dad's like, how are you ever gonna find anybody if you're not gonna trust anybody? And I was like, fuck, you're right. But then my mom started getting fishy, and so she tried to find his social media, and she did, and I was blocked because he said he didn't have social media. Yeah, I was blocked.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, and she found him, and that's how I found his wife, and like it was a whole big thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I remember
like,
that. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Go off your gut, ladies.
Yes. Trust
And
yourself.
men.
Trust
I mean,
yourself
some
for
women
sure.
are fucking crazy, but trust yourself.
Yeah.
Like, honest to God.
Yeah.
Man, there's so much more to that story, but like that was really bad. Yeah, the worst one for sure.
I wouldn't say I've had like a worst one or worse, but I've had some weird things. One dinner date, his wife showed up to the restaurant. I just left because like I didn't want to be any part of that.
What?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Like last time Chris and I split.
Holy shit, I didn't
So
know
yeah,
that.
4 years ago, we went out. I think we were just at the keg, but we were eating dinner. We were basically done. And yeah, his wife walked into the restaurant and asked who I was. She GPS'd his Apple Watch or something.
Whoa.
Because I guess he'd done this a whole bunch of times. He kept going out. It was my first date with him. Yeah, I was like, hey, have fun. Later. I've had a couple stalker type men recently.
She has lots. Yeah. You're hot, so I get it, but also like you're creepy and like they need to leave you alone.
Yeah, I like space.
The camera died, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Take
Take
two.
two.
Yeah. We were talking about your stalkers.
Yeah. Maybe not stalkers per se, but like clingy or not accepting a no.
Valid. You have a yeah. They're definitely like a very close stalker, but like maybe not officially a stalker. Yeah. Yeah.
I've been basically single for 8 years, so I'm really good at it.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like when you're married, but like to someone who works away, and then you're divorced, like dudes just need to friggin' chill. Work that shit, like ease into it. Don't just be like, hey, I'm gonna take over your whole life. Man, we're winning.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all we have written down. I'm sure we're gonna have more to share with you for Q&A at some point, but this is what we wanted our first episode to be. Would just be like answer all the questions that we got off our personal social media and kind of introduce you to what the talk show is going to be like and what our vibe is and that kind of stuff. So
if you guys have more questions you want us to answer at a later date, comment those on for us, and we'll have some more episodes with lots of different topics.
we plan on coming out on Thursdays, so stay tuned every Thursday. We will post something on the Thursday. We're not going to give you like a little snippet or anything like that. We're going to kind of choose topics that we want to talk about because we want it to be really genuine. So whatever it looks like that week that's on our brain, we're just going to kind of make that into our show for the week. So it'll be interesting. It's just going to pop up, and so stay tuned for every Thursday. We'll pop in and give you a show.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Bye.